All right, everyone. Sorry, there were a few hiccups with the live stream. Kept getting an error message, but it seems to have gone through this time. So just a warning that we are going live.
Great.
Excellent. All right, we're live now.
Great, thank you. Susan, did you get Jess's poems okay?
Yes, all good.
Great, we're going to go with the first two.
Could we try a bit of captioning, please? Just a bit of test captioning, please.
Yep, great. So I'm going to put some instructions in the chat on how to pin Susan's window and how to turn on captions. It's not immediately obvious in Zoom.
And Carolyn, we are recording Susan as a video, so that'll be uploaded as a feed for people later on to view.
Great.
Norm, would you be able to just check and make sure the YouTube Live in the Arts Front page is running, just while I put these instructions up?
Yeah, no
Thanks,
problem.
mate.
Hi, Larissa McFarlane. It's lovely to see your face.
Hi, Miss Caroline.
How's it going?
This is the highlight of the week.
Bless you. For Anna and Larissa and Matthew, I am going to be starting by asking the question to Jess first about how is COVID-19 having an impact on you and your art and your art making, and you as an artist. And so I just, if you're happy to kind of launch in and give some insights into that, then it would be it'd be brilliant to just know that that's the kind of preemptive thing that we're going to talk about.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure. I suppose while you're here, also going to talk about, for lots of us, isolation is not a new thing, and wondering what tips we would give to people that are struggling in this space. How does isolation, how do you thrive in isolation? Because I know lots of you do. And also the last question I'm going to ask is about how could artists and arts organisations be best supporting you in this kind of crazy world and being great allies. Just so you all got a little heads up.
Thank you, Caroline. I appreciate the forethought.
Pleasure, Anna.
And also just want to say hi to everyone, including Larissa, my friend.
So lots of people are joining, which is exciting.
Just a reminder to mute your mic if possible. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hi, George.
Hi, Caroline. todavía puedo sacar más sweet.
Hi, Moena. That's a lovely background.
Hi. Yes, I'm in Borneo today. Nice to see you.
And you.
Hey.
Welcome to the gang.
Thanks.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? I'm just checking in before I turn my mic off.
Yeah.
Hi, Cassie. We can hear you. Thank you.
Unfortunately,
Hi.
it's not Cassie, darling. It's
Oh,
Susan
sorry.
Whiteman Caroline on
Hi,
Cassie's
Susie.
phone in the middle of the street.
That's good
You
to
know
know,
us-
Suze. How are you?
You know us cackers. We've always got an alias name somewhere.
Brilliant. I'll know that that's you.
Ooh, I'll have to change it soon. Lots of
You
love,
will.
everyone.
And to you.
Hi everyone, it's Harmony from Queensland. I don't think I've seen many of you online. Sorry I didn't say hello earlier. I'm munching on some toast, so I'm looking forward to, hearing from you all.
Hi, Harmony. Thanks. So we have hit 12 o'clock and I'm keen for us to start the conversation because we've only got half an hour today. My name is Caroline Bowditch, for those of you who don't know me, and I am the CEO, proudly the CEO at Arts Access Victoria, based in South Melbourne, which is on Boon Wurrung land. I wanted to just do some practical housekeeping before I hand over to the fantastic Greg Muir to us an acknowledgement, but just to say that anybody who is needing to use the brilliant services of Susan, who is our Auslan interpreter today, please make sure that she is pinned and you'll be able, she'll stay in your kind of as the speaker, as it were, for the whole session. And in the chat section, which you can activate from the bottom of your little screen, Elliot has very generously put in some instructions about how to do that. So from me, welcome. And now I want to hand over to Greg Muir, painter, artist, dancer extraordinaire, to do the acknowledgement. Greg, over to you.
Thank you. I will acknowledge today of the country. I would like to acknowledge that will bring the people of the Kulin Nation that the traditional honor of the land which land on which we meant to die. I would like to pay my respect to the elders past and present and emerging. I would also like to extend my respect to any elders and Aboriginal people who may be present here today. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg. That's brilliant. Greg, obviously stay as long as you can, but feel free also to run away because I know you're hectically doing other things. So, folks, we have gathered today at the generous invitation of Arts Front, who are doing these fabulous little lunches every day. And today the focus really is on the disability community and disabled artists and what is happening within that section of our community at the moment. We are traditionally, the way these sessions run is that we start with a performance or of some sort, and the fantastic Jess Walton is going to be our performer today and start the conversation. And then I'm just going to lead us through some questions. Just really want to acknowledge and start by saying that I am very consciously going to privilege the voices of disabled artists involved in this conversation today, because they are often the ones that are unheard. So I welcome you all to stay and be involved, because it's really important. We're all here together. Okay, darling. Lovely to see you. Thanks so much.
Bye.
See you soon. Catch up with you. Yeah. So just to kind of put that out there. So Jess, I would love to hand over to you to do your brilliant thing that you do.
Thank you. And just a heads up that a cat or a child may join me at some stage during this session. So I'm joining you from Boon Wurrung land today, and I'm going to read 2 poems. The first one is called Heartwood. When the tree is big enough, its heart begins to die. The tree goes on conducting sap, storing nutrients, busy not noticing what's happening inside. The heart gets so heavy, dense, durable, providing structural support, holding up under all that life and purpose. The heartwood, it changes. It's just what happens. It's the way the world works. Things get harder as the tree gets big. And the second one is called Rhizomorph. I am no root. I do not hold up the tree. I am an empty vessel. My parallels and I carry nutrients to all the fruiting bodies. We spread poison too. We push through stone, we twist and groan underground, aching to reach rotten hearts and give them the truth. Mature cords twisting like rope, branched tubular filaments, a body of writers, channels all. We hide under the bark of dying trees, wrapping ourselves around them, hugging the world, holding on. So those poems are written as part of the Writability and Publishability Fellowships that I've been doing with Writers Victoria, which is a program for disabled writers.
Thanks, Jess, for those beautiful words. There's lots of Auslan claps going on, and yeah, I'm loving seeing that. Jess, I wondered if I could just start by asking you the question that I also extend to other disabled artists that are in amongst us today about how is COVID-19 impacting on you and your life and also your art and your making at the moment?
Yeah. Well, my mental health was really bad just before all of this started. And so I was sort of aware that I wasn't doing too well. And then when news of this came through, I guess the additional stresses, especially financial stress, really didn't help. So I have not been well. So that's made it hard to meet deadlines, to write poetry, to write music, and also to communicate. So when I'm doing really badly, I find it really hard to especially answer the phone. I get a lot of anxiety around that. I find it hard to check voicemail, email, to answer messages or even look at messages. So I just basically kind of retreat from the whole world, which is not helpful when you're an artist who has, you know, a number of events and deadlines coming up. I did have a lot of events cancelled, but some of them have moved to online, which is great. I'm very aware that though that online is not accessible to everybody. And so, you know, I think it's hard for some of us to watch everything become in some ways so much more accessible when it all seemed too hard to make it accessible before this happened. But I'm also aware that some people think that everything's become accessible now and that an fully online space is not accessible to all of our community either. So yeah, I found it hard to write music, especially, I don't know what it is, but just something about how hard everyone is finding it now is sort of, I think I'm a bit too depressed to write music. Yeah, but I've had a little bit of luck with poetry, and we're very lucky that we have an outdoor space here at my house. So I'm able to kind of go out into the garden and write there. And as I look after my veggies, and we've got a couple of kids at home, so I guess that's changed the way I write as well. I'm writing in short snippets of time between parenting duties. And we have some extended family living here as well. So it's a bit squished in, and we're all kind of trying to work out where we can do work and when we can do work. And yeah, but we're making it work mostly.
Brilliant. Thanks, Jess. And thanks so much for sharing your beautiful words. Other disabled artists amongst us who are comfortable and happy to share either through chat on the side with me, or to actually share how are you going? How is this impacting on you and your art at the moment? So Shell down the bottom. Susan, have you got eyes on Shell? Yep, great. Shell, off you go.
Unmute. Okay, can you hear me okay? Yep, perfect. Yep. Hi, this is Shell. I'd like to say that it's had a huge impact on me. Hang on, sorry, go back. Okay, yep. Okay, I've been doing a course on Masters of Contemporary Art, and it's been fantastic. I've had, equal access to pretty much everything. I have a supervisor, and her name is Kate Just, and she's fabulous. She's a fabulous artist, and she's making sure that, that the communication lines are very clear, and she's inspired me. And my art in the past, I actually do drawings. I'm no longer doing that. I've actually broadened my skill set, and I'm learning so much more. And I've really surprised myself during this time. So I'm now doing performance and video making. So I'm doing that in my other room in my home. So this is all quite new here, but I have plenty of storage, and I'm actually able to build a performance space and film myself. So it's been a great experience, and also it's made me look at myself, and I've actually done a lot of critical thinking as to the translation process, my everyday experience. For example, you possibly forget where you are, or you walk into a room and you think, oh, what have I forgotten? And that has now become a performance. It's quite different, but in time you'll see this. And so I'm exploring this performance. And also I'm looking at installation and looking at ways with installation to translate the situation right now with COVID-19, how to educate people through my art. So